Welcome people and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, my name is Coco and on this channel I mostly speak about perfumes. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go ahead, click that subscribe button or join the family. Thank you very much. In today's video, as you can already see from the title, it's Middle Eastern Monday. This is where I talk about a Middle Eastern fragrance because why not? So if you'd like to hear my thoughts on these fragrances, please continue to watch.
All I know is you smell good. All I know is you smell good. Yeah.
Welcome back, my pebbles. I do hope that everyone is doing well today. So yes, Middle Eastern Monday. Normally I usually cover just one fragrance when it's Middle Eastern Mondays, but today I'm like, you know what? People been asking, so let's do more. So today I'll be covering a house. I'll be covering Swiss Arabian. Listen, I've had these fragrances here for the longest, okay? Because I put these shelves up and I was like, you know what? Every week I'm going to change the fragrances, but sometimes I forget. And in every video, someone goes, when are we going to get a review on these fragrances? I'm doing them today, okay? Today. So if you're new here and you've never seen these fragrances before, hi, I'm Coco. Welcome to the channel. These fragrances are from Swiss Arabian and it's from the SHAGAF Oud line. These are just 4 from the collection. I think there's about 3. I want to say there's about 3 missing. There's a green one, a white one, and a black one, but these are the ones that I have. So these are the ones I'll be talking about today, yeah? So without further ado, let's get into it. So for the 4 fragrances I have here, they're SHAGAF Oud, SHAGAF Oud AZRAQ, SHAGHAF OUD TONKA, and SHAGHAF OUD AHMAR. So my lovelies, to kick things off, I'm going to start with the OG SHAGHAF OUD, you know, the gold bar. Yes, this has got to be one of the most spoken about Middle Eastern fragrances on the internet to date. Yeah, the gold bar. Listen, at one point, I want to say back in, say 2019, 2020, this had the internet in a chokehold, okay? A chokehold. But I have to admit, back in the day, I'm telling you, we're going back maybe 2014, 2013, there's 2 Middle Eastern fragrances that I could not stand. SHAGAF Oud and Ragba. Oh my God. Ragba to me still smells, okay? Ragba to me still smells like old ladies in their cardigans. If you know, you know.
Smells like old women in their cardigans. On his feet.
However, SHAGAF Oud has slowly won me over because I've grown to appreciate a good rose oud combo, okay? You see that rose oud combo? Chef kiss. This fragrance opens with a prominent saffron note that sets the stage with its warm, slightly metallic spice. As we move into the middle, we get hit with the most beautiful blend of rose and oud. The oud in here for me is smooth, it's refined. It's not like, I don't want to say barnyard because I hate saying that word, but it's not the heavy in your face type of oud that people don't really get along with, yeah? In here, it's smooth and refined. As for the rose in here, it's absolutely jammy. You guys know I love me a jammy rose, okay? And it's just adding this rich floral sweetness to the composition. The rose and oud in here, oh my God. Match made in heaven. As we move into the dry down, this fragrance becomes even more indulgent, okay? There's more oud, but all that's doing is just adding this woody, slightly smoky foundation to the concoction. All of that is then just beautifully complemented with some creamy praline and vanilla. Those 2 notes, oh my God, they just add this beautiful gourmand twist. The praline introduces this nutty caramel-like sweetness, while the vanilla adds this smooth, creamy layer, making this overall composition warm and inviting. This fragrance here is incredibly long-lasting, okay? And the sillage that it leaves, do not play with me, okay? People can smell you from a mile away, okay? A mile. Beast mode sillage and projection with a 10-hour plus longevity on skin. Yeah, more on clothes. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna have to wash your clothes maybe 2-3 times to get this fragrance out of your clothes. When I tell you that this is powerful stuff right here, powerful. For me, yeah, the seasons I would wear this fragrance, it has to be like late autumn into winter. I think that it has to be like brick cold outside for you to wear this. But hear me out. If you have this, it's your fragrance. Wear it whenever you want, however you want. You get what I mean? But for me, for it to like really perform, because this is a fragrance that would cut through the cold, okay? Cut through the cold. So late autumn into winter. While I once couldn't stand this fragrance, I have grown to love it. And it's so weird because as a fragrance reviewer, I understand that your nose changes. You know, your taste in fragrances changes. So what I've been doing is like revisiting fragrances like back in the day that I didn't like just to see. And this is one of them, okay? Because as I said, I could not stand this. I couldn't, and now I can't get enough. And listen, this shares similarities with Oud Bouquet by Lancome, and I think I have Abby to thank for this, because I remember the first time we met up, she was wearing Oud Bouquet, and I think she layered it with Delina, but she had a sample of Oud Bouquet, and when I smelled it, I was like, this smells good. So then I went home, I was like, you know what? Buy a sample of SHAGAF Oud, guys. Like, why did I fall in love with this? Guys, this... When I think about winter, this comes to mind, okay? That rose oud combo, that creamy vanilla, the praline, the oud that is refined, okay? Refined, come on. This, oh, absolutely lovely. This is SHAGAF Oud. Next up, we have SHAGAF Oud Tonka. This is the one everyone wanted me to review. This, I've received so many comments, so many DMs on Insta. Listen, people are chasing me to review. Guys, it's here, okay? It's here. The packaging for this, look at this color. It's like a nice Tiffany blue. I love the packaging for this one. This fragrance opens with a very bold almond note, okay? That captures your attention on first spray. The almond in here carries this slightly bitter edge, but at no point at all does it become overwhelming. Instead, the bitterness quickly mellows into this sweet marzipan accord. And guys, I'm getting like a cherry undertone that is intoxicating. This, I absolutely love the opening of this fragrance. As we move into the middle, we get this sweet freshness coming from the orange blossom. And all that's doing is just adding this uplifting and bright dimension to the fragrance. The cinnamon that's also in the middle is providing this gentle spice, and it's making or turning this fragrance into something cozy and warm. The rose that's in this fragrance, to me, it remains elusive. Like, you can smell it, but it's not overwhelming. Does that make sense? Because obviously I'm here thinking like the rose is like, you know what, in the OG SHAGAF Oud, I was the star of the show. You know, it was a rose oud combo. So in the other fragrances going forward, I'm gonna be a bit toned down. Does that make sense? That's the rose in here. As we move into the dry down, this fragrance becomes more creamier as there's tonka beans and there's vanilla. The tonka beans obviously is the dominant note here, and all it's doing is just amplifying the nutty richness from the almonds. The blend of tonka beans and almonds creates this comforting gourmand character that's like luxurious and inviting. The vanilla and the amberwood further enhances the creamy sweet foundation of this fragrance, and they just add to the warmth and the longevity of this concoction. For me, this fragrance is similar or along the same lines as Velvet Tonka by BDK. So if you smelt that fragrance and you can't justify the price because you're like, you know what, it's out of my price range, get this one instead, yeah? Get SHAGAF Oud Tonka. Strong sillage and projection with a 8-hour+ longevity on my skin. This fragrance is sweet. It's creamy, it's woody, it's spicy. Listen, there's a tinge of freshness as well coming from that orange blossom. This, I don't remember who told me to get this, but hey, this, simply amazing. This is SHAGAF Oud Tonka. Next up, we have SHAGAF Oud AHMAR, and AHMAR is the Arabian word for red. Let me tell you something, this fragrance has been a staple in my summer lineup. When I tell you that this is juicy, this juicy, mouth water, you know what, let me get into the review. Yeah, the opening of this fragrance greets you with a vibrant, mouth-watering burst of fruits. Guys, there's peach, there's melon, you get some zestiness from the bergamot. When I tell you the opening for this, juicy. As we move into the middle of this fragrance, we get like a nice blend between sweetness and warmth. You see the apple in here, it's still adding to the juiciness of the fragrance, but it's also giving this like this tart, crisp edge. Yeah. The amber and the tonka bean introduces this cozy, slightly resinous warmth that starts to anchor this fragrance. Guys, you see the rose in here? Hold on. You know how it was bold in SHAGAF, but then in tonka, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna be a bit more subdued. In here, it's like, now.
Well, it's gonna be my time to shine. Now I'm in my prime.
The rose in here? Yeah. It came back to take its shine. It's not like a jammy rose though, but it's like a fruity, full-bodied, luscious rose. The dry down is where this fragrance truly settles into like a comforting phase. There's some creamy vanilla. We're getting this extra dose of amber, which is just adding warmth. The musk is just coming in with a soft layer of sensuality to the fragrance. And as for the cedarwood and the sandalwood, you know, they're just adding that woody foundation. You know, like grounding the fragrance. Like, yeah, you guys can do your thing. We're just here to ground the fragrance. You get me? Yeah. They're said to be oud in hair, but I can't smell it. So I'm going to say the oud in hair is faint to almost non-existent. Moderate sillage and projection with a 7-hour longevity on my skin. Overall, this is just a beautiful fragrance. Like, there's this juicy opening, like a warm and slightly creamy middle, and then a musky, woody, dried out. Yeah, you can't go wrong. But hear me out. This for me is similar to ARABIAN or COCO. So if you do have those fragrances, I'm gonna say you really don't need this. But if you smelt those fragrances and you really like them, but you're like, you know what, you can't justify the price, get this instead, yeah? Get this one. This is SHAGAF Oud AHMAR. And last, but certainly not least, we have SHAGAF Oud AZRAQ. And AZRAQ is the Arabian word for blue. Come here, you see this fragrance? It's not to be toyed with, okay? It commands attention from the very first spray. You see the opening of this? I'm afraid to spray it. Is strong, okay? When I tell you, oh wow, yeah, potent oud, okay? When I say potent, strong oud, okay? But hear me out, the honey comes into play quickly, okay? And then it begins to wrap its thick golden sweetness around the oud. It's like, you know what? Calm down, babe, you're doing too much, yeah? And like, it just tempers the intensity of the oud, and then that sweetened oud becomes more approachable. As this fragrance transitions into the heart notes, it becomes a symphony of sweetness, warmth, and spices. The cinnamon adds this spicy kick. The bourbon vanilla introduces this creamy, luscious sweetness. And you see that amber, it's just adding this warm, resinous depth. In the dry down, there's two of my favorite grounding notes. There's patchouli and there's leather. Guys, patchouli and leather, two of my favorites. The patchouli is slightly earthy, adding this touch of complexity, while the leather note exudes this rich and opulent character. This is so yummy. Oh my god. You see the dry down of this fragrance? Like, it smells like a finely crafted leather good with like a hint of natural earthiness. Oh my god, guys. But I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah? You see that oud? That strong oud that's in the opening, yeah? The leather and the patchouli. I know I don't normally say stuff like this, but for me, this leans more on the masculine side. I still wear this, yeah? But if I'm gonna tell you guys, like, you know, go out and buy this, I'm gonna tell you everything, okay? This to me leans more on the masculine side. I can imagine, yeah, a tall drinker of water in a suit wearing this, yeah. You know, a tall glass of water. You know them ones that I'm talking about, yeah? The ones that wear that like navy blue suit and like the brown belt with the brown shoes. You know them ones, yeah? Wearing this. Yeah. Yeah. This perfume is a masterful blend of powerful and refined notes, okay? Powerful and refined. The strong oud softened by the sweet honey, you know, the warm and spicy heart, and the rich, earthy, leathery base. Yeah. Come smell me this autumn winter, okay? Come smell me. If I was supposed to say what this is a dupe of or what it's similar, you know, along the same lines as, I would say Honey Oud by Montal. You know, the gold? Yeah, that one. Strong sillage and projection with a 8-hour plus longevity on my skin. Guys, this is a good one. If you don't want to get this for yourself, get this for the man that you like. Yeah. This is SHAGAF Oud AZRAQ. Well, there you have it, my lovelies. That's me done. Listen, I have starved you guys for too long. Guys, I did it. I gave you the video. I gave you the reviews that you've been asking for the longest. Well, this is where I'm going to end the video, my lovelies. I hope I did you guys justice. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. But before you click out of this video, I beg you give me a thumbs up by clicking that like button. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Yeah, let me know if you've smelt any of these fragrances out of the SHAGAF Oud line. Share this video with a mate. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. And I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye. You guys want to know how crazy I am? The time is now 8. You can't even see that. You know what? Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 8:04 a.m.
8:04 a.m. I have work at 9 a.m. You know, because I think you guys are not going to believe me. Alexa, what's today's date?
It's Monday the 7th of October.
Do you know what? This is how much I love you. My manager, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I'm late because I had to record a video before I come to it. Guys, I'm gonna go. Love you lots. Bye.
Trust in me. I can't, you said I can't trust in you.